Hello, confident people, and welcome to 2025. I hope everybody had a great 2024 and was able to make progress towards their financial freedom. If you did have some wins in 2024, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you already set your goals for 2025, bravo, you are ahead of the curve there. Go ahead and comment on what your goals are going to be for 2025. The ultimate goal is always financial freedom. Of course, that means different things for different people. So today I want to talk a little bit about what financial freedom means to me, because it is different for everybody. Really, in my mind, financial freedom is having the ability to not worry about money ever, and to not have to work for money. So stop trading time for income. Ultimately, the way that I kind of gauge this is, can I sit on the couch and do nothing? And is there still going to be money coming into my bank account? Enough money coming into my bank account to where I can live the quality of life that I want. I always also call this the coma test. If I were in a coma, would the money continue to hit my bank account? Right? Ultimately, it comes down to passive income. So do I have enough passive income to sustain my quality of life? Again, quality of life and financial freedom, right? These are factors that are very personal. So it is different for everyone. Some people can live off of, $2 million for 10 years. Others probably need, $40 million just for 5 years. It depends on how you want to live and the life that you have set out for yourself and you have planned for yourself. There's a couple different things, right, that I have done in my own, I would say, financial portfolio, to get myself to financial freedom. I think first and foremost is if you have some kind of pension, that is, again, once you're eligible to earn it, as long as you are still alive, you will continue to get it. No more work needs to be done. You probably did a lot of work on the front end to earn that. But now that you have earned it, as long as you are alive, you will continue to get it. So this is, similar to some sort of like a military retirement, maybe a VA disability, a benefit. Some other forms of passive income, I think a lot of people say rentals are passive income. It's not 100% passive, because you do have to do some work, whether or not you have a property management, right? You do have to do some work. You have to communicate with the property manager. You have to approve work orders, right? And things like that. But for our purposes, I would say if you have a property manager, you can most likely consider that passive income. If you're not spending, I would say, more than like an hour a week on it, you can consider that passive income. But if you are managing those properties yourself, I would not consider that passive income. Again, if you're managing the work orders yourself, right, or you're managing contacting vendors yourself, you're managing, like if a unit becomes vacant, you're going out and you're finding tenants yourself, I would not consider that passive income. It's additional income, but it's not passive income. Another form of passive income is dividends and interest incomes. There are a lot of different types of dividends and interest income. The most obvious one is if you just put money into a high yield savings account and every month it gives you a certain percentage of your money right back and it just hits your account. Again, you don't have to think about it, zero work involved, and you just get that money. Same thing with dividends, right? A lot of investments that you have pay out dividends. This is not a monthly thing, of course, but it does pay out dividends. You can pull the dividends out as a form of passive income. Most of the time, though, you're not going to know exactly how much you're going to get. So it's not a for sure thing if you are going to depend on that as a part of your passive income to fund your financial freedom. Some other things you can consider as well is, for example, like I invest in a private lending company. So again, no zero work involved, right? I give them the money, I send them a check as a part of to be, an investor in this private lending company. They do all of the lending, they do all of the underwriting and issuing of the loans. And every quarter, I get a set interest return to the money that I have invested in this company. So it doesn't, depend on if my money has been lent out or not, right? It's just a set percentage interest on the amount of money that I have with them. So that is, obviously also passive income, but it's what I consider passive income with risk because your principal amount is not guaranteed to come back to you, right? Obviously, if the private lending company something happens and they end up going under, you most likely would not get that money back. So it's more risky, right, than let's say putting your money into an FDIC insured bank. So again, it is passive income still because you're not doing any work involved with it to get that income, but it is with risk. And really the last thing that I'm going to talk about here is entrepreneurship. So I think a lot of people think that, if you run your own company and you control your, time worked and the income that's coming in, that is financial freedom. I would challenge you to reassess, right? And make sure that it passes the COMA test, right? If for some reason you are no longer able to work, you are no longer able to run this company, would you still have that income coming in? Now, maybe you've built a big enough company to where it really just runs on its own, or maybe you franchised, let's say, a fast food chain, or something like that, where there's people that are going to run it for you, and you're really not doing any work involved or barely any work. Like this is kind of going back to the rental situation. You're doing very minimal work, right, to get the income. So you can consider that passive income. But if you are actively working and managing the company, and that's the only way that there's revenue for the company, then that is not passive income and you have not reached financial freedom. So I would, challenge you to take a look at that and really assess the situation and figure out where you need to go from running your company to setting yourself up for financial freedom through passive income. Now, remember, the goal is always to have multiple revenue streams. So today, obviously, we're talking about passive income. So multiple streams of passive income. So maybe you have some sort of pension on top of your dividend or interest income. Or maybe you are a really successful entrepreneur and you have people running your business for you, right? But always remember to have multiple streams of passive income. That's how we set ourselves up for sustained financial freedom in order to live the life that we want to live.